welcome back again, and today's video we're going to talk about everything Christmas. Yay! So, I mean, like most people, I absolutely love Christmas. It makes me feel all giddy inside. I've got my Christmas jumper. Sorry Dad, I nicked it from you. But as you can see, I've got my Christmas tree here as well, and you might have seen in my previous video that I bought it from Nitori. So Christmas shopping in Japan has never really been easy for me. I mean, this is the first year I've had any kind of Christmas decorations, and I think like 5 years ago when I tried to find something, there wasn't that many choices actually, and all the choices that were available were either overpriced or poor quality. So when I found this Christmas tree, I was amazed. I got the last one off the shelf. They only have what they stock on the shelves, so if you want one, go get one in the morning when they restock. So yeah. Now I'm going to share with you about, how Christmas traditions have changed in Japan. I mean, as I said, 5 years ago, it wasn't as popular, and I can't believe how many different options there are this year. Even regular supermarkets or shops that I would go to last year have suddenly stocked loads of Christmas decorations or kind of merchandise. So you really see that Christmas is creeping into Japan. It's becoming a lot more popular as well. So even though that Christmas is becoming more popular in Japan, there's still some subtle differences that I think are very interesting. A lot of foreigners in Japan know about these, but if you're overseas, you don't know much about Christmas in Japan or whether you'll enjoy it, let me share with you the Japanese Christmas traditions. Number 1, Christmas is essentially Valentine's Day. I'm not kidding. Actually, Christmas Eve is when Japanese people tend to celebrate, and you got 2 types. You got either the couples that will celebrate on Christmas Eve, or you have the families that will buy gifts for their children. So there's 2 splits. So like Valentine's Day, what Japanese couples will actually do is go for maybe a romantic dinner, exchange maybe a gift to each other, and even go on a romantic stroll to see the illumination. And there's illumination all over, even Tokyo, Yokohama, and even outside of the Kanto region. I will put up some examples now. So I remember a couple of years ago when my mother came to Japan, I booked a night cruise in Yokohama. And what we could do is, have a 3-course meal, look at the illumination outside, so beautiful at night, and it's trickling over the water. It was amazing, actually, a great experience. A little bit awkward though, because there is myself and my mother and our Japanese friend, and then every table around it. I mean, there's a lot of tables. I think there was like 30 or 50, I can't remember, but there was a lot of tables. They were all couples. And what made it worse is they were all wearing like cocktail dresses and such, and we were dressed kind of casually. It doesn't really matter, but it must have gave a weird impression to Japanese couples, like, why are there 2 women in a man? Anyway, so yeah, you can do what you want, but just know that some of these attractions are actually for couples. So that was interesting. And of course the children get to enjoy Christmas as well. They get presents. I'm not sure if they get presents on New Year's Eve, but I know that New Year's Eve is like the equivalent of Christmas in Japan, where families come together, spend time. They'll even, give money or something as a gift. But yeah, Christmas is becoming more popular, and many more kids can enjoy the tradition and get excited for Santa to visit. Oh, that's one interesting thing though. I did ask my Japanese friends, well, kids now understand about Santa and they get excited Santa's coming and stuff, but I mean, houses in Japan don't have chimneys, and in England we've always known that Santa comes down the chimney. Every house I've lived at, I've had a chimney. I used to, look inside, see if there was any sign that he'd been there. But my Japanese friend said that Santa's like a ghost, that he just appears with your gifts and then disappears. And I thought that was interesting. Well, what about the reindeer and the sleigh? They probably don't believe in Santa. It's just something fun, isn't it? But I guess that maybe British people, children would believe in Santa more. Sorry, adults, if you believe in Santa. That actually reminds me of another funny story. My parents used to go to ridiculous lengths just to keep me believing in Santa. And I remember one year, because we used to put out, you put out the glass of milk for Santa and a mince pie and then a carrot for Rudolph. And every time I came down in the morning, the carrot would be slightly chewed, the milk would be gone, and the mince pie would be gone with just little, crumbs left. And I remember one year that I came downstairs and there was a big puddle next to it. And I was like, why is there a puddle? And then my dad pretended to act all mad and went, oh, Rudolph had a wee-wee in our living room. I remember going to school and telling all my friends, Rudolph had a wee-wee in our living room. Oh, that's so funny. I feel like Christmas is the time where like loads of random things happen. If you didn't hear my last video when we had a dog, we put up a Christmas tree, and the first year he saw it, he cocked his leg and tried to pee on it because, well, of course, dogs pee on trees. Yeah, a lot of silly stuff happens at Christmas, but I feel like Christmas is the only time that you just laugh at it. Any other time, I think you'd just be irritated, right? If your dog was, yeah. Anywho, moving on. So in 1970, there were pretty much absolutely no Christmas traditions in Japan, which is why I think this is so interesting that it worked. A man called Takeshi Odawara was the manager at the first KFC branch in Japan, and he suggested that they make the Christmas party barrels to replace the traditional turkey dinners. And as you can imagine, like, this is a risk for business because Christmas is not popular in Japan, there's no traditions, and he thought, let's tell Japanese people this is what foreigners do, or specifically Americans do, to celebrate Christmas, as, Kentucky Fried Chicken is from America. And then by 1974, so only 4 years later, they expanded all over Japan and Kentucky Christmas was born. And what is amazing about this story, Takeshi Odawara, who was the manager of the first KFC branch in Tokyo, actually ended up becoming the CEO of KFC in 2002 because of his marketing strategy that basically created this boom for Christmas in Japan. It all started with him. And what's amazing is that actually around Christmas, so the weeks before Christmas when people put in their orders, because you do have to order in advance for the party barrel, just this short time frame alone accounts for 5% of KFC's annual revenue in Japan. That's how popular it is. Actually, 3.6 million families in Japan eat KFC at Christmas. And actually, if you go visit KFC in Japan, they usually have like the big statue of Colonel Sanders. However, around Christmas time, they start to decorate him, with the hat and like any kind of decoration to make him more Christmassy, and sometimes, a Santa's beard. So yeah, visit KFC, check it out and take a look. I think it is amazing how well this marketing strategy worked because, as a British person, when I came out, I was like, I couldn't believe that people were eating KFC at Christmas. It was just so random to me. But when you understand why, it actually makes sense. And I mean, fair play to him. It was one idea that actually made him the CEO of the company, so I think that is absolutely impressive. Another interesting Christmas tradition is they eat strawberry cake instead of Christmas cake, which I've noticed people also do at Valentine's Day. So maybe that's the reason. As I mentioned, Christmas Eve is Valentine's Day in Japan. They'll usually just get a cream cake with strawberries in it, and I think it tastes better than Christmas cake. So you gotta give it to them. Blech. Christmas cake. Blech. I think the only thing I like about Christmas cake is setting fire to it. Like, that is fun, but it'd be better if you could set fire to it and it just disappears, because I hate Christmas cake in England. Ugh. So yeah, these Christmas traditions, they're very interesting, very different. One thing I will say is it is actually very difficult to find a Christmas dinner in Japan that resembles a British Christmas dinner, with the turkey and the sprouts, pigs in blankets and all that wonderful goodness stuff. But I have been tempted to try and make a Christmas dinner myself, but in Japan they do not have ovens. I know, I can't even explain. They have microwave ovens that kind of turn into an oven, but it's just not big enough. If you were cooking a turkey in that, it would literally fill it, and then you'd have to do everything separately. It'd get cold. I don't know. I have been to a couple of restaurants in Tokyo, to have kind of like what they say is a Christmas dinner, and it's okay. I would say it just lacks that tradition, even though some places the food's like really lovely and expensive. One year we had like a chicken dinner, but it was all covered in truffle, and it got a bit much. But yeah, so if anybody knows where to get a Christmas dinner in Japan, please tell me. Like, all my life I would be like your lifesaver. I have looked at some. I'm not looking to pay like 30,000. Like, I'm not looking to pay like £300 per meal. I think that's ridiculous. But if anyone knows anywhere that it's kind of Christmassy, in a budget and somewhere you can enjoy, please let me know in the comments, because I would absolutely love that. Anyway, my plans for this Christmas, especially in the evening, I will be having a Skype Christmas with my family. I don't know, is anybody else doing this? Because of coronavirus, we can't fly out to see each other. And I want to know, does anybody else have plans to do a Skype Christmas? What will they be doing? What will you be doing, actually? Because we have some ideas. You can play charades and stuff. I don't know, Cards Against Humanity, whatever. Those just fun games. But yeah, I'd be interested to know, does anyone else have any ideas on how to have a Skype Christmas, or activities or games that you can play online? I'd really appreciate that. So yeah, let me know down below. Maybe in the future I'll make a video to say what I've found and share that with you and what I've prepared. And very soon, actually, I'm going to go check out the illumination in Tokyo. I might even go to Yokohama. So if I do go there, I will share with you my experiences. Now, I'll show you what it's like, because it's absolutely beautiful. We don't really have anything like it in England. It's very different. We have the Christmas markets, the German markets. We do have like Christmas tree and stuff, but yeah, the illumination, they really take it to the next level. And this is one thing that I think, it's very special for Japan. They really do care about their illumination, winter illumination, and it really does put you in the festive spirit. So I'll share that with you. And yeah, Merry Christmas, even though it's not Christmas yet, but I hope you enjoyed. I would love to know what are your plans, especially if you're in Japan. Do you have any plans for Christmas? I know it can be a little bit lonely as well, so my heart goes out to anybody who's not able to see their family at Christmas. I've been there before, so my heart goes out to you. But yeah, we have Zoom, and I just say please stay connected, stay happy, and let me know. Give me a comment. Give me all the warm, giddy feelings of Christmas. I'd love to have a conversation with you guys about it, because this is something I'm passionate about. Oh, I'm so sappy. But yeah, thank you, and I will see you in a future video. Bye.